Getting about those, thanks again for tuning into yet another video. Infamous coming at you live from the West Coast yet again, San Jose, California. So let's go ahead and get into it. The Harley-Davidson 2024 CVO ST. I mean, is this bike really worthy of the CVO badging? Or is Harley just throwing, or is Harley just watering down the CVO so they can make a buck? I mean, we saw what the Rogue Glide ST was back in 2023, 2022 with the Street Glide Street Glide ST. Sorry, guys, the Rogue Glide ST and the Street Glide ST. We know what those bikes offered. They were $29,000. All right, and I believe for the most part, a lot of people, including myself, felt that the Rogue Glide ST and the Street Glide ST and the Street Glide ST were lacking performance, and they were lacking suspension upgrades because it's sport touring. A lot of folks felt that the STs 2022, 2023 deserved inverted forks. Like I said, including myself. Also, yes, they had a 117, but I mean, really, considering what the special 114 and the ST. Anyways, regardless, I'm not comparing the bikes, but just like I said, I just finished test riding this bike this last weekend. I had a blast. Okay, I did enjoy it. I am going to say that, but I just, what I've grown accustomed to riding a CVO over the last 5 to 6 years plus with these demo events that I've been going to, I just felt that I was missing a lot of the CVO standard features that I've grown accustomed to. I don't own one of these CVO bikes. I don't own it. I can't afford them. Okay, so straight up, if you're one of those guys that's gonna say you're only upset because you can't afford it, I think I could afford this bike. I mean the payments, but I've already made a bunch of videos where I just don't see the value in the CVO ST. I don't see the value. Why am I going to spend an additional $15,000 to $17,000 on a bike that you could easily go out and get and save yourself that money? All right, these bikes are identical. Let's go ahead and just look at the white Onyx with the black trim side by side. Let's go ahead and look at it. You guys see that? You guys see that? Why is this loading? Come on. Let's go back and forth. All right. There's the Rogue Glide. All right. Rogue Glide. Now, Rogue Glide ST. All right. They look identical. All right. So what are you really getting? You're getting inverted forks. You're getting a 121. And you're getting Showa rear suspension. Okay. So you're getting suspension and you're getting a 121. That's it. Is that $17,000? Absolutely not. That is not $17,000. And the paint job, it's nothing special. All right, there's nothing special about the paint job, guys. All right, we know what CVO can do. We know what Gunrunner can do. All right, they've made some absolutely banging paint jobs. All right, you guys saw the El Diablo. You guys have seen the Icon bikes. You guys have seen some of the other CVO bikes. All right, they have a lot of good custom paint. All right, this is one of them. This is Copperhead, one of the custom paints. All right, you're not gonna see this on other bikes. All right, this isn't a one-off color. This is white sand pearl. All right, we've seen this color. Yes, it has a little Screaming Eagle vinyl. All right, but is that $17,000? Absolutely not. It's either that or black. And I mean, same thing. Okay, vinyl cutter Screaming Eagle on the side of the bike with the ST tank badging, which looks fantastic. All right, I'm a fan. I love my Lowrider S. It's got the same tank badging. I think it's a good looking bike, but I just don't see where Harley's labeling it CVO. There's nothing custom about it. All right, you have better performance and better suspension, and that's pretty much it. All right, everything else is identical. All right, so let's go ahead and now compare it to a proper CVO. All right, you have this scorched chrome, which looks fantastic. This is a good looking exhaust. I've seen it in person. It looks fantastic. It's got a nice finish to it. You go to the CVO ST, it's black, maybe titanium, yes. with carbon fiber tips. Okay. Most people will probably swap this out for an HPI or something else, something like a 2-in-1, so you get a little bit more performance out of it. But hey, I don't know. Like I said, you could decide, but I like the finish on the CVO. The CVOs, they always have fantastic looking components when it comes to their power coating and the ceramic coating and all this other stuff. I mean, they touch every little thing on the bike. It's not just one thing here, one thing there. Everything has a custom touch to it. But of course, you also get the inverted forks. You get a 121 with the VVT. You get the saddlebag lids, the speaker lids. You get improved audio. You also have heated grips. You have saddlebag locking bags, or remote lock saddlebags. Sorry, guys. You also have a 2-up seat, and you have passenger foot pegs. All right. If you're someone that's buying a touring model, you probably want 2-up capabilities and passenger foot pegs. You don't have that on the ST. All right. This is a solo seat, no passenger foot pegs. They could have thrown that in there. I mean, how much is it costing Harley? I don't think it's costing them much. But now you got to pay for it, which is going to set you back probably about $200 plus the seat, probably another $600. So you're about $800 to $1,000, out of pocket that you're going to have to spend to get that. A little other shortcut that they went ahead and did is that you have that basic rear brake on the rear. You have the wave style rotors on the front, but you don't have that on the rear. You guys can see it right there. It's just a little bit of a shortcut, but if it's a CVO, come on, Harley, you gotta throw in the wave rear rotor on the same. I mean, come on, don't Mickey Mouse it like this. I mean, you're throwing the CVO label on this thing. I don't know. I mean, I don't know. I mean, like I said, I liked it. That 121 has a different tendency compared to the standard Road Glide, but this is my riding style, is the standard. I like the low end torque on this thing. All right, this is what I enjoyed a little bit more. I like the 117. The sport mode is responsive, but like I said, this is a low end riding bike. If you're more of a highway rider, maybe you like the 121 high output, but this likes to be around 4,000 plus 4,500 RPM. All right, I think the saving grace is how it's got the throttle tuner. All right, that's what I've mentioned, I believe, in the video. I don't remember if you guys saw my demo ride. It's got track mode, so it's got 1-to-1 throttle response, and that's what pretty much what these riding modes. That's what it is. It's just throttle lag and throttle blade control. That's what it is. So on track mode, more responsive. It's 1-to-1. Which is very, very responsive. I get it, but I think without the throttle mode, without the riding modes, this bike's I don't see it being for a lot of folks, specifically the typical Harley rider, which loves that low end torque that you get out of the 117. Hey, it's just me. I don't know. You guys could share your thoughts down below. I don't know, in the comments. Like I said. But I've been making this video I've been consistently, I guess I've been bashing on the CVO ST. I just don't see the value as far as the $17,000 when you could get the 117 and then do your own mods. Yes, it's not going to have the value of a CVO ST, but I mean, this isn't really a CVO. This is just an ST with the CVO badging so they could squeeze out an additional $10,000. Quite honestly, Harley could have taken the Road Glide and done inverted forks on this and just, labeled it the ST and probably build like another $2,000. So instead of it having a $26,000 MSRP, I say with the inverted forks, not the show rear suspension, of course, not including this. I'm just trying to have a different package. Just label this one Sport Touring and just do the inverted forks and then price it at $28,000. I don't know, just me. As far as the way I see it, like I said, This is when I think CVO, this is what I think. This custom paint, speaker lids, 2-up capabilities, remote saddlebag, remote locking saddlebags, and I don't know. There's something else in there. Sorry if I'm repeating myself. Laced wheels, of course, the CVO wheels. I don't know. Like I said, you guys share your thoughts down below. Is this really worth the $43,000? I don't think so. But hey, that's me. You guys, I know people are buying the bike. I know people are enjoying it. And let them get it. As far as myself, I would rather save the money, get this over that, and just have that $17,000 budget to do my own mods. Maybe a 128. Maybe, just aftermarket components, SNS, fueling, redshift, woods, whatever you want. You could throw that in there. And just the proper state. My 114, guys, sorry if I'm rambling. I'm having thousand things going through my head, thinking about so many things. But, a 117 with a proper stage 2 with an aftermarket tune will smoke the brakes off of this ST. All right, my 114 with the stage 2, my 114 can probably keep up with this bike. All right, like I said, aftermarket tune. All right, this is California compliant. My bike, of course, I'm just saying with a proper tune. I'm just gonna say that my 114 will smoke this 121. Not only because of the performance, but because of the power to weight ratio. My bike is still, I believe, 100 pounds lighter than this, with the saddlebags and with the FXRT fairing. If I remove the saddlebags and my bike still looks good without the saddlebags, I shave off an additional 40 pounds. So now I'm 150 pounds lighter than this bike, pushing out similar numbers at the wheel. All right, so I don't know. You guys can share your thoughts down below. Is this a fake CVO? Is this just a cash grab for Harley to justify a $44,000 price tag, considering what the dealers are going to be asking? I mentioned before, CVO, CVO badging justifies CVO price, which also justifies CVO markups and CVO dealer fees. All right, so I don't know. You guys can let me know in the comments. Life's a risk. I get the hate that I'm probably going to get is that you just can't afford the bike. I think I can. All right, I think I can make this payment. How much is it? $700 a month plus, let's just say $200 for insurance. So $800 $800 a month for this bike. I would say I would put it around that ballpark, about $800. I think I could do $800, but do I want to do $800 for a bike that? You guys see my builds, all right? I can make a bike better than this, okay? Life's risk, get out there and ride. Later.